Yeah, QSL, it does make a difference. And also the band is kind of up and down. So it's constantly moving. One time I hear the station 59 plus, and the next thing I hear 54. So very, very unreliable and unpredictable band there, Nigel. Okay, thank you, Nigel. I appreciate the contact, my friend, and 7-3. Bye-bye.
ON8EI, over.
ON station, stand by for a second. I got Victor Papa 9 station, come again? Yeah, QSL, Clyde. I copy you around 5x8 from the side of the beam. The name here is Mukesh. It's a Mike uniform, Kilo Echo Sierra Hotel Mukesh. And a good copy on you, Clyde. How do you copy again? QSL. The call here is a Kilo Echo number 3, Victor, Germany. Kilo Echo 3, Victor, Germany. I'm here in the state of Maryland, just outside of Washington, D.C. Back to you, Clyde. Okay, 7-3, Clyde. Hope to hear you again soon. Bye-bye. ON8 station, come again?
Yes, good evening to you, Mukesh. How are you, over?
Good to hear you, my friend John. How are you?
Yeah, very good. All the better from hearing you. Victor, or even Kilo Echo 3, Victor Golf, Oscar November 8, Echo India, 15 over on that one, and you went up to 20 over at one stage, over?
QSL. You are also very strong. Last couple of days, John, you have been very, very strong. You're also doing 10 to 15 over 9 here. I don't know what you have changed, but you are coming in very, very strong, John. Nice to hear you again.
Yeah, thank you for that. No, nothing has changed. I'm still on the Hermes Light. But a few years ago, I was playing around with low-band antennas, and I put a lot of wire down on the ground, and I always think to myself, maybe it's helped things, over.
Oh, absolutely. It does help. I actually have. My backyard is nothing but wires on the ground. I got several vertical antenna, and each antenna has anywhere from 120 to 60 radials. So whole backyard is pretty much covered with the wire. Anyway, thank you very much for sending me that video. Really helped. And I am actually running Anand today. So I would appreciate a short clip like yesterday if you can, so I can compare between those two, Roger?
Yeah, Roger. Well, I've just gone into the what I call the noise, or the bacon and eggs, and I've switched off the NR2, over.
QSL, John, I'm sorry. I just changed the bandwidth. I went back to a 4K so I can compare the exactly same. But I just running the Anand today, Anand G2, and running 4K right now. And the band has been up and down, John. I wasn't expecting to hear you because band was completely going down. But then you came back, and boy, you were so strong. You almost make me think to put back my Hermes Light back on a bench here, Roger.
Yeah, Roger. Well, there's nothing better than a Hermes Light. Of course, I don't know if you've ever seen it, and you possibly have. They have the European version, the Square, over.
Oh, I did not know anything about it. I never looked into it. The Square, yeah, I think I heard about it one time. Back 6-8 months ago, I saw called Square. And does it same power output or anything different than the Hermes Light 2?
Yeah, Roger. Well, anyway, the advantage of the Square, it's ready to go, so there's no pushing of print boards together or anything like that. And even the the pure signal is connected up, ready to go as well. Over.
Okay, QSL is just so it's the same thing, but it's a different assembly. Yeah, I think I saw that almost a year ago maybe. But still the same output though, 5 watt, right?
Yeah, still the same outputs, and I see Apache Labs, but nothing heard yet from the 10 Echo. Over.
Yeah, well, it will take them a while. I think I heard something about they got the first 50 unit ready and they're going to ship it out in the next 5-6 weeks or something like that. But that's the common thing they put out. So until somebody receives it, we don't know. But I do have an 10E, the old one, which is rated for 10 watt, but it does 20 watt actually.
Yeah, Roger. Well, you know Apache Labs, seeing is believing. Over.
That's right. Absolutely right. That's the way it's always been. But I personally had no bad experience yet. I got many radios from them. But the 10E is going to be a game changer because then the people don't have to use the intermediate amp and they can operate regular, solid state amp with it. So that would be great. So we'll see how that work out. They got the large order. Every friend of mine has ordered one. So I'm sure they have a much more order than they can produce.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, well, I started off with the intermediate amp, but then I moved on to just 1 amp. Over.
Yeah, it's always a good idea. You don't want an intermediate amp. It just creates a problem with the hot switching and all kind of problem. And it's very hard to work with the pure signal one. Because now you're talking about 2 different output, 3 different output transistors you have to deal with it. So it's always a good idea to have one. And like I said, a new LD MOS all requires 2-3 watts anyway. So you made the right choice there. And it sounds great. It works great, and it looks really good on my pen adapter.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I'll have to connect up the. I can just switch over, but I'll do it another night. And if I hear you, I'll give you a shout. But I'll come back to you one evening on the 7000 and the VK amp. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Well, I need to invest some time learning into creating this audio clip like you do. So I can send you one out there, John.
Yeah, Roger. Well, I look forward to that. Yeah, my son, who's the brains of the operation, he's the one that set up the OBS. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah, that's a good thing. I see a lot of actually videos on your site there. I'm sure people do appreciate it. And I got just too many things going on. I'm always working on some project. I spend 2 days working with this, adding the pen adapter to my FT5000 MP. I used to do that a long time ago, but that was a long time ago, right? I forgot everything. So I got that thing working, and it is up and running, but I got some RFI issue with it. So now I got to tackle those issues, but it is up and running. So, there's always some extra project. It's never a down moment there. ON8EI, this is KE3VG.
Yeah, Roger, KE3VG, ON8EI for ID. And I think it was last Saturday, or was it, I don't know, maybe Sunday. I contacted a friend of mine in Sweden, and I was on my old FT101ZD Mark III. But, when you get used to SDO radio, that 101ZD it's hard work. Over.
Yeah, QSL. When I put back this 5000 back on a bench, it took me a day to figure out what I was doing with it. I haven't touched the knob radio for almost 12 years. Anyway, I just recorded your clip. Let me play it. Just want to let you know how strong you are coming. Contacted a friend of mine in Sweden, and I was on my old FT101ZD Mark III. But when you get used to SDO radio, that 101ZD it's hard work. Over. Yeah. So how you like it? You're coming in very, very strong.
Yeah, it sounds loud, but you know what they say about these radios? Well, even the Theta software is that the audio sounds louder than the signal. Over.
Well, that depends on how much gain you keep there. I actually worked on it, and I make sure that I actually run it at -3 to 5 dB. It depends. But I make sure that that doesn't happen. Otherwise, it will come out much stronger and louder.
Yeah, Roger on that. Okay, Mukesh, I'll close down this clip, and I'll send it to you in let's say in about 10 minutes. Over.
Yeah, QSL there. I appreciate that. That will give me a good idea to compare between the 5000 and NAN, because both are running at 4KC, and I can really critically check it out. But thank you again, John. I really appreciate it because it really helps me to fine-tune my signal there.
Yeah, well, you're more than welcome. And I have a clip also of our friend KO, 9K2KO, and his pals. So, he was coming in very well, as always. Over.
Yeah, QSL. Yeah. I talked to him other day. I was yesterday, I think. Yesterday, and he was very strong also, same as you. But I spoke to the station in Kuwait maybe an hour ago, and he was running 100 watt, and he was coming in very, very strong. So it really comes down to the propagation.
Yeah, Roger, propagation and how many jumps or bounces and the antenna and the location. Over.
Yeah, it's all about antenna and location. It makes a big difference. And Kuwait being sitting right almost like an island does help.
Yeah, Roger. Okay, Mukesh, lovely hearing you. You're a really big signal, and nice to hear your voice. So we keep in touch, and I'll send you those two links in about 10 minutes. Over.
Roger that, my friend. Roger that. I do appreciate it. And always good to hear you, John. And you know that I'm around normally on the radio on 20. So I'm sure you can find me. Thank you again, John. I wish you a good night, my friend, and 7-3.
Yeah, thank you, Mukesh. Nice hearing you. Kilo Echo 3 Victor Golf, Oscar November 8 Echo India. Bye-bye from Belgium. Over.
Okay, 7-3, my friend. Bye-bye.